Hello, Velvet.
Yes.
I need your help.
Welcome, Loyalty Squad. This is the Velvetlox with another Braggs apple cider vinegar update for you. Okay, this has been a long time, you guys. A long time since I've spoken about the Braggs. And since I've lost all of that weight using the Braggs, I've gotten so many subscribers. So a lot of you are not familiar with my weight loss journey, not familiar with everything, not familiar with what I used, and just now getting on board with the latest detox teas that I've been putting out. So you're not familiar with this that launched off my whole entire weight loss journey. Okay, this is what did it. This is what started me off on everything. Okay, now since then, there's some things that I wanted to bring to your attention regarding the Braggs, regarding using this, which is an awesome way of losing weight. This is another way for you to lose that weight, I mean, fast. Okay, the same as with all the other teas that I've been putting out. This is what consistently did it for me. Now, this is an awesome way for you to lose weight, okay? You should implement this into your weight loss journey, or should I say weight loss lifestyle, because what it does is it helps to regulate your body, it helps to balance your pH levels, it helps to suppress your appetite. It also helps to give you energy, because as you're losing the weight, you're also gaining energy. So it suppresses your appetite for a while. It holds you down. It also helps you with these cravings, okay? There's a lot of foods that you may still have problems getting out of your system. A lot of sugary stuff, a lot of treats and snacks. Those will constantly keep haunting you. But as long as you break that sugar craving, you can still lose your weight. And the Braggs has done it for me. So I suggest you use the Braggs. Now, one of the major concerns then and even now is sensitivity of your enamel. I suggest if you're going to use the Braggs, invest in these metal straws. They sell them at your local Marshalls. You can find them probably in your Walmart, Target. You can find them, but invest in metal straws. Anything to save the environment, but this is also good for hot beverages. So if you're going to drink it in your coffee, which is what I do in the morning, this is safer than using those plastic straws. But as far as the protection of your enamel, invest in some straws. This way you're not allowing the Braggs to rest on your teeth. If you're a little awkward about the usage of the Braggs and you think that you may still have some sort of issues with your teeth, 30 minutes after drinking it, rinse your mouth out, okay? And do that before brushing your teeth. When you're on the Braggs apple cider vinegar concoction drink, you're to drink this 3 times a day, maybe even 4, one time before bed. Now, you're drinking this 20 to 30 minutes before your meals, but at the same time, you are to eat clean, healthy meals as much as possible. In the beginning of my journey, I was still at that tweaking stage, not really knowing what foods to have, what foods to eliminate. And this was a process for me. It took me a while to figure out what was good, what was bad, what was acceptable, what was not good to have. The best thing I suggest for you is to invest in a healthy, clean lifestyle. Eliminate as much as you possibly can of all the bad stuff. Break all of those bad habits like the saturated foods, the highly fat foods, the greasy fried foods, the processed foods. Get rid of all of that. Mind you, I also got a video coming out that's going to blow your mind on all this crap that we've been eating for years and why it's not good for our bodies, as you already know. But I'm going to go into some scary details of things that I found during my research. So one thing you should always do is eliminate all of the heavy foods. Eliminate the red meats. Eliminate as much as possible all of the starches, carbs, all of that, okay? Sugars, sodiums, all of that. Eliminate those while you are on your weight loss journey. This way you're going to see a lot more weight coming off of you. One of my mistakes when I was on my journey and taking the Braggs consistently every single day was I did not exercise. Now, if you're a lazy bird like me, exercise was definitely not in the plan, okay? But the problem, or should I say the downside to that, is if you don't exercise, you will lose your muscle mass. And that's something you don't want to do, especially you ladies, okay? I lost all of my curves, all of my curves, okay? And I ended up looking like a little girl, a little stick. I had some curves, but not my womanly curves, okay? When you're of a certain age, you still want some of those curves. So what I ended up doing was I then, after losing all that weight, was to pump myself up with protein just to boost myself up a little bit more so I didn't look so bad. But when you exercise, as you're shrinking, you're also building muscle. So as you're losing the fat, as you're losing the water, you're pumping your body up and you're filling it with muscle, which is awesome. This way you keep your muscle strength, your muscle mass, and you're not looking flab, drab, and old. Because a lot of times when we lose weight so fast, we're going to look old, all right? And you don't want that. So always exercise as you're shrinking down. Now that also depends on your weight. If you're trying to lose more than 50 pounds, it may take you a while before you're able to actually exercise. But starting small is always best. Start off doing walks. Then do power walks, okay? Do your chores around the house, lifting, bending. All of that is a form of exercise. So get moving. As you start off, before you know it, you're going to be zooming all over the place. You're going to have so much energy as you're losing the weight. So exercise. And when you can, do some weightlifting. You don't have to invest in a gym membership. You can use the simple things around your house to help strengthen your body. So definitely exercise as you're losing the weight. One more thing to keep in mind. When you're losing the weight, you may not see as much weight loss than if you didn't exercise at all. And that was one of the things I wanted to see. I wanted to see more weight loss, but I didn't want the muscle weight. This way I knew I was actually losing the weight. But just know that once you exercise and you use the Braggs concoction, eating clean and all of that, you may not see as much weight loss, but you are shrinking. So don't get alarmed, okay? You are shrinking. One very important thing that you should never do on any type of weight loss journey, lifestyle journey, weight loss plan, whatever it is never skip meals. Always have your meals. When you decide to not eat, thinking that if you eat one meal a day that's good and you take your Braggs, what you're doing is you're lowering your potassium levels, you're lowering a whole lot of other things going on in your body, and you're starving your body. When you starve your body, you know what your body is going to do? It's going to hold on to whatever weight it has left, and you will not see weight loss. So do not starve yourself, and also you are malnourishing yourself because you're not feeding it all of the proper nutrients and vitamins and fibers that you need. So when you eat small meals. You can have as many as 5 small meals for the day, but just make sure that you're eating healthy small meals, okay? Eat healthy, but definitely don't skip your meals. Another thing you should always do while you're drinking this concoction is you want to make sure that you're hydrating yourself. Drinking plenty of water throughout the day is definitely a necessity. That's something I didn't like doing, and I still up to this day do not like drinking water. This is why I chose to do a lot of infused waters. This way I have a little fruity taste in the water, which will help me to drink more of it. So if you need some ideas of ways you can tweak your water, look into my video library. You will get plenty of different types of infused water recipes. Also check around and seek out for yourself. There's plenty of ways that you can get your hydration down. You can also get it in teas, okay? So if you drink plenty of teas throughout the day, you can get your hydration in. One of my most popular questions is, can I drink this while breastfeeding or can I drink this while pregnant? No, you should never drink this while you're breastfeeding, and you should definitely never drink this while you're pregnant. This has a very high acidic level, and when you drink this when you're breastfeeding, what you're doing is you're drying your milk source up. Not to mention the flavor of your milk is changing. So your baby who's nursing may start to reject your breast milk. So never drink this while you are breastfeeding, because you also are passing on those high levels of acids to your baby, which also may cause them to have some sort of skin irritations. So never ever have this while you're pregnant as well as breastfeeding. Now, pregnant is another story. You should not even be trying to lose weight while you're pregnant. So I've always suggested that once you are pregnant, wait until after you had your baby. If you're nursing, wait till after you finish nursing, and then get on your weight loss journey. But not while you're pregnant, and definitely not while you are nursing. Now, if you want to get creative, if you don't like the taste of this concoction, there's lots of other different ways for you to get creative and make it a little bit more tasteful to the palate. So also check my video library for other ways that you can actually drink this. I have wonderful recipes with grapefruit that you can put this into, as well as your regular healthy drinks. It may taste a little different, but that's another way that you can actually get it down. One of the things you should never do, and I definitely recommend that you never do, is never drink this straight. Do not take this as a shot. I've seen so many people on YouTube, I've heard so many people say that they take 2 teaspoons of it straight down in a shot glass and then they chase it with water. That is the worst way that you can take it. Plus, it's dangerous. It's dangerous to your esophagus, it's dangerous to your system, and you should never take it that way. This is why we say dilute it in 8 to 10 ounces of water, all right? So you're not doing your body damage, and you're definitely not destroying your teeth enamel by taking it in shots and then chasing it with water. Incorrect way of doing it. You will lose the weight, but you're doing damage to your body. One thing I've realized when it was time for me to try to find a natural way of losing weight was that I was also saving so much money drinking this 3 times a day, then investing in these expensive weight loss plans, these expensive weight loss pills, which are very toxic and damaging to your body, can send you into all sorts of anxieties and, hyperness. You don't want that. You don't want to feel like as though you're being controlled. So this was a very natural and easy way for me to lose the weight, and it was safe, okay? I've been taking this for, I would say, at the time, 5 months, 6 months. It's safe, it's natural, and there's nothing wrong with taking it over long periods of time. One thing I've noticed when I was on it consistently is that even when I stopped, I've gotten to my weight goal, I've reached that threshold, I realized that it still was in my system. So even though I adapted a healthier way of eating, the Braggs was still helping me to lose weight. It was still losing the weight in my body, and because of that I even lost 10 extra pounds even when I stopped. So you may not stop losing the weight right away. You may continue seeing some weight loss even after you stop the Braggs, but don't be alarmed. It will definitely smooth its way out. You can get into the mindset of being scared to gain the weight, which is something you have to be very mindful of. You got to be very cautious of your mental, because once you start losing the weight, especially if you haven't seen weight loss in years, and now you're losing this weight and you're excited, you can become a little paranoid. You're scared to get off of it, or you're scared to now regain the weight. Be very cautious not to starve yourself, not to get addicted in a way, or paranoid that you will gain the weight back. All right, you don't want to develop any type of mental types of situations because you are now back down to a weight that you love and that you're comfortable with, but now it's like you're paranoid. So be very mindful of your mental. your mentality. You don't want this to become a situation where now you're trying to starve yourself, or because of fear, trying not to gain any type of weight. So just be very cautious. Another thing you should be very mindful of once you're on the Braggs or whatever, you lost your weight, is this is to help you, okay? The whole lifestyle journey is for you to change your lifestyle, not to just lose the weight, but change the way you think about food, okay? The way in which you eat food, the way in which you choose the foods you eat, all of that. You have to stay mindful at all times. It's a lifestyle change. It's not a diet, okay? This helps you to lose the weight, but the rest is up to you to continue the lifestyle that you've changed into, all right? The kind of foods that you're eating now. You have to continue to eliminate those types of foods that caused you to gain all of that weight. You don't want to go back to that again. So make sure you remember that when you've done this change and you've lost all of this weight, not to think that now I can eat that extra piece of cake, or I can have some extra fried this and fried that. Now, I'm not saying you can't have that food at all, but do not go backwards. Do not go back into that mental way of thinking or that lifestyle that you had before that allowed you to gain the weight. Because you see the struggle it is to get the weight off, right? Yeah, the struggle is real, but don't go back into that easy thinking that, oh, I'm slim and trim, so now I can eat this junk and I can have that. No. Continue on your journey and continue living this lifestyle even after you've lost your weight. Another thing that you should consider also is the kind of beverages that you're drinking. Now, we all like those sweet fruity drinks. We all like to go out socially and have that maybe glass of wine, beer, whatever. Just stay mindful that occasionally that's acceptable. But remember, these things are very high in calories, high in sugars, some of it even high in carbs. One can of beer is like eating 8 slices of bread. You're going to pack on pounds if you continue drinking beer. And if you make it an everyday thing, you know what you're going to get? You're going to get a beer belly. All right? You're going to gain the weight, and you're also going to gain it mostly in your midsection. So stay mindful of even your alcoholic beverages. You do not want to gain weight off of those liquors. Even the sweet sodas. Stay away from all of that stuff. And lastly, one of the things that I recommend for you to do is while you're even losing the weight, especially for you ladies, and I know they got them for men too, is invest in a nice waist trainer, okay? A nice waist trainer that you can use to help you. Now, this is not only going to help you to shrink in your midsection and keep you kind of tight down there where you're not overeating, but also it's to help with your posture. As you train your waist, the waist trainer helps you to stay upward and proportioned, which is proper way of sitting. You don't want to sit hunched over, because when you sit hunched over and have poor posture, you tend to then develop that slump stomach, okay? That pooch. That's so hard to get rid of. So invest in a nice waist trainer that even after you've lost the weight, you want to stay nice and slim and continue, especially if you're working out, if you're doing your chores around the house, put a waist trainer on. Continue training that stomach area, because that is the area that always seems to gain the weight back fast, all right? Yes, okay? So you guys, I thank you so much for joining me on this video. I'm telling you now, don't sleep on the Braggs apple cider vinegar. This has been a staple in my home. Even now, I may take it, do a dosage in the morning if I'm feeling a little bloated or I've eaten something that I shouldn't have eaten. I would still use that from time to time just to help my system regulate. Also, it's good for cleaning out your gut area. So if you have a bad eating habit and you want to make sure and clean your gut area, this is an awesome thing to implement in your everyday life, okay? So invest in a bottle. You're going to need a few bottles to lose that weight, all right? And I will also link down in the description bar the concoction videos that I've made using that, so this way you'll know exactly how to mix it, how to ingest it, all right? And don't forget, like I said, invest in some of these metal straws. TJ Maxx has them. I think that's what it is. Either TJ Maxx. That's where I found them. So if you have a TJ Maxx in your area, check it out. If not, check out Walmart. They possibly have it. Target possibly have it. If not, go on Amazon. I'll probably link down also in the description bar where you can find some metal straws. These are reusable. They come with a little cleaning brush. Use it with soap and water, clean it out, and you can use it continuously. All right? So thank you again, you guys, for joining me. Hit that notification bell. YouTube have changed their notification bell settings. So when you hit that bell, also select all right? This way you will never miss another one of these wonderful videos, teas videos, detox videos, weight loss videos that I have in store for you. All right? So thank you again for joining me. And if you've bumped into this channel and you've been a subscriber, but you haven't seen any of my videos in a long time, turn off your notification bell and then turn it back on. Sometimes I don't know what YouTube is doing, but you may need to refresh your bell, all right? And thank you again, you guys. If you want to also be a blessing to this channel, check down in my description box a way for you to also be a blessing to this channel and even donate, okay? Donate any amount that would be helpful, so this way I can bring to you wonderful, informative videos, wonderful quality videos, and more things for this channel, okay? So thank you again, and I will see you in the next video. Hey fam, where you going? You didn't subscribe yet. Well, listen, first of all, before you go, don't forget, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget also to turn on that notification bell, so this way you will not miss another one of my videos. Okay? Make sure that you hit that subscribe button, click it, and then hit that little bell and make sure that it's lit. You will miss out on so much if you don't hit that subscribe button, and also hit that bell next to it. Make sure that it's turned on, so this way when I upload another video, you will not miss it at all, okay? You will be the first to know. So don't forget, give me those likes, thumbs up, and hit that subscribe button along with the bell at the bottom, and you will always know when I upload another one of these videos, okay? So I'll see you in the next video.